On today's video, we go back to the prospect with big gold, we bring help, we take a bulk sample, we run it through our system and get some incredible gold. So come along and join in the adventure. And welcome to Mine Operator.
Yeah, buddy! That was so gnarly!
What did you say, Harry? You got some metal?
It's like shiny metal.
There it is. Look at that gold sticking out of that quartz. That is amazing.
Yep, first visible hard rock gold. Man, I cannot believe that the detector picked that up.
I am finally back to the working where Harry, Jason, and I found some really nice gold. That was the other hole that Dylan and I started. I moved that bush, and then this is the hole where we were getting good gold. So what I would like to do is muck out what's already loose and fill some sandbags. I want to try to get 12 or 13 out of here today. And then I brought with me to do that my mucking cone, my slusher cone, and I have my mucking tool, a pelican pick. I've got a tarp, a scoop, sandbags. Obviously I'm going to muck into sandbags and I'm going to pack them out with my frame pack. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. With me today, there's Ron, and he's helping me doing some detecting. Who's your assistant?
This is Skipper. He's Ginger's brother.
Hey, Skipper.
You remember Ginger from the wheelbarrow in the video.
Say hi to everyone. I'm really curious if this is going to turn into a mine. The fact that we're getting incredible gold, there's potential here. So let's just keep going and see what happens.
Let me get my mine operator shirt on.
Now he means business.
Kind of. There we go. Here, Skipper. Hold my shirt. Put it back in the pack over there. So I was getting a signal in here that wasn't strong, but it was definitely sharp. But it wasn't. I was getting both directions on the meter.
Okay.
But mostly just stay in center, but it's tiny sharp signal, so that typically will be gold. You wouldn't normally expect to find gold and stuff like that. At least not in my experience. This is new to me.
This is unique.
Yeah.
I mean, for both of us, from I think placer mining I've been doing for 15, 16 years, and hard rock for 9 years. And yeah, this is definitely a first for me.
I've seen this kind of material before and always bypassed it.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, it just doesn't look good. Doesn't have the red and the heavy quartz, heavy with quartz. Although you said you are getting bits and pieces of quartz in here.
Yep. Yeah.
So it looks like it may have come up in a vent, like a hot spring, and then just dried out here as the desert dried. It could have been bubbling up hot water at some point, and
Yeah.
the minerals just start hardening as it dries out.
Jason was telling me that usually when the stable systems have water going through it for a period of time, the gold gets bigger. So that may have been what happened here.
So we need to get down about 50 to 100 feet here real quick.
Let's do
To
it.
the bigger gold.
All right, I'll go get the explosives.
So I carry this practice nugget on a poker chip with a little string attached. So when Chad comes along and tries to grab it, I can pull it with the string and get it away from him.
Darn it.
But no, it works really good for, let me turn this on. It's just good. Use it in different ground. And that way you'll know what small gold sounds like in different ground. See, you know what's interesting is that first signal went to the left towards iron.
Did it?
But
okay.
Oh, I didn't check the ground first before I put it down, but see how it's going to the left?
Yeah.
But that's solid gold right there.
Yeah, there might be some iron targets around
An
there.
iron target that's
a huge one.
It's overriding.
Yeah,
Let's
that
try
could.
again.
Oh, yeah.
But see, now it's kind of going back and forth, but a lot more to the right.
So that's interesting. So those other targets that you've been hitting might be gold as well.
Oh yeah. Now see, if you're up higher, you get a little chirp, but you don't see the meter doesn't move.
Oh, gotcha.
And you get down closer. Now look at it, it's even going to the left. Now it's going to the right, but I'm right on top of it.
Okay, so you got to be right on top of it,
So
and
there's
then it
no
should
guarantee.
move right.
That meter is not guaranteed.
Okay. So just dig up the target and verify, right?
Yeah, pretty much dig every target, but I know I get lazy and I just wait for the best signals.
Okay.
So I probably missed some gold, I'm sure.
Well, that's because you're used to getting like 18-gram nuggets and big stuff,
Yeah.
so.
I did bring it along for show and tell.
Oh, did you?
I did.
All right.
For practice nugget. Well, see, I have my little the gold mine nugget bubblegum bag.
Oh, nice. I've seen those in those thrift stores.
So.
Or in those minor stores. Oh, beautiful. Look at that.
So we could try this one and see how far away you hear it.
All right.
That's an 18 grammer. Let's put it on a blank spot. Put it right there. Just start up higher. See,
wow.
Now I'm up here, right, almost a foot away, and just getting a little chirp. And look at that. There's times it goes to the left. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
And now it's going to the right.
Wow.
But it's not even pegged to the right. It's only going part way.
You know, when we XRF those nuggets, they were about 88%.
90%, yeah.
And the rest had some iron in it, I believe. So maybe that's why it does that.
Now it's pegging.
Now it's pegging.
But not every time. Let's get back up here and just a little chirp.
So dig every target. You never know.
You might be getting a whisper and you're just barely picking it up. Try a smaller one. It's not small, but it's smaller. See, I'm twice as close for the same chirp. I'm only a few inches off of that. And look at it, even went to the left. Now I'm going to the right, but still going back and forth.
So what happens when you just hit a ferrous target, an iron target? Does it just peg left, or does it deceive you and go right as well?
Oh, they'll go right also. Like
Will
I've
they?
had tin cans just pegged to the right. It's
okay.
so annoying.
So yeah. So it could get you
this is kind
tired.
This is giving you some idea, but not really.
Okay.
You know, it's not 100% guaranteed.
So just dig the target, put it in the bag, and keep going.
I'd say if it's solid left all the time, I for sure wouldn't dig it. Because typically, although, but see, like here, you can stay on it. It was pegging left a lot. But then it goes right a little bit. So if it's got any kind of motion to the right, then I would dig it.
All right.
But if it's just staying left, then I wouldn't dig it.
Okay, well, we're going to take these bags out of here and see if we can find some gold that looks like that. That's awesome.
I want to find the piece that these chips came off of.
All right, I'll help you. So Ron and I are packing out these sandbags. They got to be about, 50 pounds each?
50, this one's 100.
I loaded them pretty good, so we're definitely getting our workout in. We initially brought 10 bags back, and then the next day 3 more, and then let's see, we had another 12 and 14, so a total of 38. So we got 3 bulk bags ready to go, and I got to weigh these 2. We have, this one's 759 pounds, and that one is 653 pounds. I have yet to weigh this one. but I'm going to do that. I'll get a total, and I'm going to go ahead and fire up the jaw crusher and try to get those crushed up. Now I'm going to take the 1/2 inch plus oversized material from the screen deck and run it through the 6x6 Lynx jaw crusher to crush it to -1/2 inch. Well, last night I had to shut down, but I'm going to continue crushing in the 6x6 jaw crusher. This is made from a company called Lynx Laboratory and Mining Equipment. But it works okay. It's doing the job, and I have it at its one of the lowest settings here. So it's getting a pretty good crush, -1/2 inch for sure. I am at the mill site, going to be crushing the ore right now and milling while we got Dylan and Andreas out at the mine. They're going to go ahead and load up some more sandbags. I'm going to go meet up with them and load them into bulk bags, take them back, crush them, and mill them. So let's see how much gold we get today. I want to show you what 2,232 pounds looks like inside the surge bin. I'll get my light on here. This is our screen deck from the conveyor. And then here is 2,232 pounds ready to get milled. Before turning on the mill, however, I need to clean out this dust from our dust collection system. We have a cyclone that captures dust in this 55-gallon drum, and it is full. So I need to clean this out by hand before I start up the system. Now for the big reveal. So I'm starting at the end of the sluice, and I had leveled it off before starting, but it looks like it just slightly got out of level while running. And I start seeing gold probably a foot back, at least visibly. I'm not sure if there might be some under some of the riffles. Let me move my light here. So there's some in here, and then as I go up, you could see a bunch. Let me just do this. You could see more in here. Oh yeah, there's a piece right there. And I'll just traverse slowly. Yeah, look at that gold. And it's chunky too. But it gets better the higher up we go. Look at that corner where it's starting to accumulate. Look at all that gold. That's awesome. Here, I'll back out a little so you could look across the sluice riffles. Yeah, there we go. Getting a little richer. All right, getting a little richer. Oh, this is fun. You gotta love seeing gold in the Sluice riffles. There we go. Oh, I can't wait to get this out and pan it. All right, so as I move up, look in here. A bunch. As I back off, I gotta move the screen deck to keep looking up. All right, so I'll move around this way. There we go. Yeah. Oh, look at that gold. Wow. Just riffle after riffle. Oh boy, and it just keeps going up. Okay, so I gotta work on the sluice getting more level. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out and see how much gold we got just in the sluice. Now I pulled the mats and I put some Tupperware that fits on the outside of the sluice, and I have a garden hose at the top, and I'm just gonna go ahead and brush down the sluice and clean this up, capture any gold that is underneath the riffles, and yeah, I'll report back here soon. In regards oversize, roughly plus 20 mesh, we have these 3 buckets here, and we have a full wheelbarrow. So call that 450 pounds. However, after panning some of this material, I realized there was a lot of big gold that was plus 20 mesh in this oversized material. Here is the gold from only the sluice. Just got done milling that 2,232 pounds and started panning the sluice cons when Dylan and Andreas told me they have another 2,000 pounds ready for me to get picked up. So, all right, so we're doing a next load. We are filling 3 bags at this time, probably about 700 pounds in each. And we got our buckets. We've been staging them over here. It's a little easier to load up at this point. Andreas, do you enjoy what you do for work?
Oh yeah.
We are staged at their mining camp right now. And you know, miners camp when you've got food, probably in a pan that they pan in too. They probably cook in this one. And so there's the mine site right up there. And we're gonna go take a look at that here shortly. All right, so we're up at the diggings and we're gonna look at what's going on here. Dylan, what do you think's going on? I mean, I'm seeing the quartz. Pretty. You guys clean this out really well.
Yeah, we'll have to show you our system, our vacuum system here.
All right. Okay, so I'm seeing quartz here. Quartz. Ooh, that's got to be really hard stuff. And then altered andesite, like right there. And then some soft, I don't know what that stuff is, but that's really soft material. And then the darker gray on the left, seems more like the host rock, the andesite, huh? Maybe
Yeah, but and you got a couple of veins over here too, but this stuff here.
That's interesting. Yeah. It's got some copper in there.
Good color.
Yeah.
Andreas said he wanted some pretty green rocks, so today I went, there you go.
I'm going to weigh each bag, find out the total, write it down, and then we're going to get this crushed and staged in our surge bin right there. Any plus size, plus ½ inch that goes into the wheelbarrow right there, will be crushed over here with this lab crusher, and then I'll put it back on the conveyor to go to the surge bin, or just dump it directly into the surge bin myself. You know, reach up, put it in there. Then everything is staged and ready for the second half of the plant. So using this screen deck with the smaller openings, it's actually smaller than a 1/16 of an inch. My 1/16 of an inch drill bits won't even fit through that. So it's close to 20 mesh. We'll just call it 20 for now. But it's not getting washed well enough when it comes out of the flume here in the back. So I just added a garden hose, and I'm just gonna add a little additional water, not too much. I don't wanna change the water flow too much on the sluice here and the table. So I'm gonna get everything staged for the next run. We're gonna see if we get more gold. And okay, so let me go back here. I'm capturing the plus size in this bucket. I went ahead and panned it, and I'll show you 2 images of the gold that we got from the wheelbarrow and the buckets. So the sand screw makes this beautiful sand sculpture, but I gotta shovel it now and get it out of the way for our next run. But I just wanted to show you before I destroy it. But I'm gonna make another one. Here's the gold I was able to pan out from the sluice. It looks pretty comparable to the first run. I wasn't able to pan out the primary concentrates yet from the shaker table, or the middlings, the secondaries, or the gold from the centrifuge, as I had to go get another 2,000 pounds plus that Dylan and Andreas had ready for me. All right, you guys, Harry panned the primary concentrates in the shaker table, and this is from about 4,500 pounds of material that got past the sluice. And so it is, you see some coarse, and then you see some ultra fines. He's gonna go ahead and get a weight for us and find out how much came from the 4,500 pounds.
45. Wait. There we go. Get a picture of that. 11.27. 11.27 minus 5.47 gives you 5.8 grams of dirty gold.
5.8 grams dirty gold. Okay.
Plus 0.25, so 5.8 grams of dirty gold.
Okay, so roughly that's 5% gold was in the A's.
Yeah, what is that?
So thinking about off the table from the sluice, what gold was in here after about 4,500 pounds compared to what the sluice caught. We're guessing approximately 5% plus or minus.
Yeah, so 4.3%.
4.3%. Okay. Harry panned the middlings, which we call the secondary concentrates or the Bs, from the table and didn't get much gold in it at all.
The gold stuck to the borax now. There. Now everybody's happy. Get down there. No escapees. And it's molten. It's a button. Now we gotta collect its friends. Dissimilar metals. Don't like to get together here. Now we gotta make them get together.
we go. Go to the mothership. Go to the mothership. You know what I'm talking about? The little metal BBs that like are.
Yep.
They don't want to stick together, and so if you heat around the outside of the melt dish, it'll push them to it, and then eventually they stick. You know, see guys that melt metals in dishes, the sides of the dish will be splattered with metals, and I cringe.
Yep.
And it's a piece of quartz. A couple pieces of quartz made it in our deal. Okay. Let's go toilet bowl here. Solidified. Oh, it's still soft. Here you go. Here's your button.
Okay.
How did we do?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So we have a pre-weight, a dirty gold weight, and we'll get a final weight, and we'll see like how much junk was in there and how much went in the borax. Because this dish was brand new, and now it's black. There's all the junk that was in there, base metal. So 5.33. Thinks there's iridium in there.
All right.
You got
77.
That iron, there was some iron junk in there.
Yeah,
That's what killed our weight. We didn't do a good enough job cleaning it. There's lead in there, so we had some lead contamination that made it through.
The vibrating screen deck that has the 20 mesh holes on it only sends the minus 20 mesh through this sluice with that matting into the table at a very slow rate, 900 pounds to 1,000 pounds an hour. So it is slower production. The plus size material that comes off of here is right here. And we have found big gold, pickers, flakes, nuggets that are in there. Now, they are just sitting there waiting for us to rerun them or somehow capture them. I'll typically transfer that material to the wheelbarrow, and once it's full, I'll bring it over here outside and I will dump it into this tank. Now, what is a bummer is now we have to shovel this out to move it again and try to get the gold. So having to handle the material over and over is not a good idea. What do you guys think I should do? Should I use that 20 mesh screen on that vibrating screen deck over the sluice before the table? Or I have another screen size. I have 1/8 of an inch I could put on there, and it would allow larger pieces to pass through and get caught in the sluice and then go over the table and then the centrifuge. Or should I bypass the shaker table altogether and go through a much larger sluice? So leave a comment below. Please share your ideas with me. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.